In the previous videos, we have created a kit, or we've told the system which item is going to act like the kit, and then we've told the system what parts are part of that kit. Here we're going to actually build a kit, and I left out the bin locations in the earlier video to show you what's going to happen if the system doesn't know where to get the items. So we're going to go ahead and tell it to build the kit. We're going to select our G10 kit that we started, and you'll notice that it says one or more parts of the assembly don't have a bin location selected. So the point here is that when you're working with assemblies, you need to be specific about where you want the system to unbuild those or to build those kits into the inventory, because it needs to know that ahead of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back over here to the create modify. We're going to go back to our G10 kit G10 that we started, and we're going to actually just select the bin locations that we want to use when we're building and unbuilding. I'm just going to select the update here, and we're going to come back over here to build. We're going to select that kit again, and this time you'll see that it's actually asking me how many of the kits I want to build. Now, by default, if we go back over here right now, you can see that we have one spindle and one axle. And if we jump back over here to the assembly, you can see that we told the system that we had one of each of those parts that it took to build up the assembly. So everything that we see here is reflective of what we told the system when we were setting up the kit. So right now, the system needs to build the kit, and it's going to need one of these parts and one of these parts. And you can see that I've only got 3 of this 09500 in the bin that we selected. So if I want to build more than 3 of these kits, the system's going to stop me. I can either go adjust items from one bin to another, in the inventory section, so that I can build more of these things, or we can place an order to make sure that we can build more of them. But right now, I'm just going to build one of the kits, and we're going to tell it to build the assembly. And you can see our bill of materials down here so that we know which one of the items. And really, this comes into play again if I have 3 items that are really the same part, but they have 3 different part numbers. I can uncheck the ones I don't want to use and check the one I do, and build the assembly using any one of those 3 items. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and tell it to build the assembly. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, this is our 5003 number, and it's going to be hard to tell, but we've actually sold one of those or moved one of those items out of that particular part. Let's go over here and take a look at our kit part number. So we'll come down here to kit-G10, and we should see that we have one of these items in inventory. If we look at the costing on this kit, to put that kit together, it took $352.22 worth of other parts that we had to build it up. So you'll notice that I'm only showing one assembly here, but it actually took 2 other parts out of inventory. So the system removed those 2 parts from inventory and then received in 1 part into inventory for that particular item. So that's really all there is to actually building up a kit and moving our inventory around to take care of everything.